Welcome, Leo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your December general reading. This will mention the full moon in Gemini on the 7th of December and the new moon in Capricorn on the 23rd of the month. However, I will be doing separate readings for the full and the new moon. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for everyone. I suggest you look at your sun, moon, rising sign at the very least, and any other placements that are important to you for a fuller message. If this does resonate for you, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot, and I appreciate all that you do, Leo, to support me. It's deeply appreciated. Let's get started with your overall energy for December, the Knight of Pentacles. I see you building something. I see you taking the steps and following the lead of someone who has mastered what it is you're attempting to accomplish. You are building, but more than building, you're planning. You are taking pieces and parts of other successful models and integrating them into the way that you are thinking about this new project, this new employment, this new enterprise that you're engaging in. The 10th house is your social identity, and we have the Fool. The Fool is the ultimate liberator. This is reflecting the reserve of faith that you have developed in yourself, in your capacity to handle whatever situation comes your way, and understand that you have the resources necessary in the form of your past experiences, memories, skills, knowledge, and wisdom that you've built up to handle whatever situation comes your way. In the first house, we have the Death card. The Death card is indicating not simply the tremendous emotional and spiritual change that you're experiencing, but also the rebirth that is a result of these changes. You have undergone so much growth that you are constantly shedding old associations, old attitudes, old beliefs that have limited your forward movement in the past. You are instead really open and available, having made room for new ideas, a new version of yourself. And this is just not simply a new job or a new home, a new partner. This is a new you. And as the result of this phenomenal change, I'm sensing that there are people in your lives, quite likely people that you work with, people that you live with and love, that are not entirely resonating with you right now, are not recognizing you, may be applauding you, but they may not understand all the changes that you have sustained and are promoting for yourself. This is a beautiful transition, and you really are opening out to a powerful new beginning. In your fourth house, the house of your home, your history, you have the Four of Pentacles. And I'm not surprised that this card is coming up, because it's showing me that despite these, and in fact as a result of such powerful changes, as you're attempting to build something very new and unique, there is some internal resistance. There is some fear of change. There is some awareness that you have developed this powerful practical foundation from which you can build, but there's a little bit of tentativeness about the way in which you're moving forward. So this knight is looking for its queen and king, its parents, to show it the way, to show you the way. You're looking for new authorities in your life, new models of integrity and success. And you are still perhaps being told by members of your family, intimates, that you can't move any further than you are, that you are at a good, stable, safe place and that you should stay there. In the 7th house, the house of your significant relationships, we have the star. The star is really indicating to me that you are moving beyond the conventional notion of a partner. You are recognizing divinity in all of your relationships. You have been amazed, surprised, and impressed by the way others have responded to your ideas, the way that your healing, your personal healing, is beginning to impact your community, that others are looking to you as a model of the way in which you can be reborn, regenerate, and move on to new and greater adventures. You're an inspiration to so many people, and that vision that you've gained from your tribe or your community is also a sense of admiration and even public acclaim that you may be receiving at this time. The death in the 1st house is clarified by the Ace of Wands in the 2nd house and the 4 of Swords in the 3rd house. You're definitely beginning a whole new project, not just a new project, a new path of practical growth, a new way of doing things, but you're really inspired to release again and jettison out all of these old conventional ideas that had locked you in. And the transformation that is occurring to you is really knocking off the socks of many people, and I'm feeling a sense of public notoriety through something that you're able to implement at this time. Something that you're seeing or saying, sharing with others, is being commented upon, and your process, your inspiration is what you are speaking to, what you are understanding and capable of moving forward with. As you communicate, you are sharing precisely the ways in which you now understand that you can manifest what it is you want as a result of the changes that you've made and the ability to clear ground for new ideas, new concepts, new truths, new inspirations. You're actually challenging this old conventional foundation that you have, and you are building on top of that this new spiritual foundation, a new cultural foundation, a new way that you understand that you are glimpsing your potential, your maximum, your success. In the 4th house, the 4 of Pentacles is clarified by the 6 of Wands in the 5th house and the 6 of Pentacles in the 6th house. This is beautiful. You are harmonizing all of the areas in which you work with others. Your collaborations are bringing you recognition and reward. And that recognition, that reward is inspiring you to share the fruits of your labor, the fruits of your wisdom, the knowledge you've learned, your ability to monitor the flow of resources. You are now in a position to share and distribute those, to make sure that those who need those resources are getting them at the level that they need them. This is about equity, not equality. So you are in a position to quite possibly train others, showing others the way. You are a teacher. You're some kind of master or mistress of a particular skill or program, project that you are moving ahead on. You are devising. The star card in the 7th house is clarified by the Death card, a repeat in the 8th house, and the 9 of Pentacles in the 12th house. It's interesting that the passing of a loved one, an important ancestor, is part of what is helping you to release you, is literally and physically releasing you from the conventional expectation that you have understood to define you and your efforts. You are releasing those expectations in so many ways. You're releasing the expectations of others specifically that have shaped the way that you share resources with others. You're also rejecting the ways in which others have expected you to behave. And that has been incredibly powerful because of the effort that is required for you to overturn this and release this. You are really moving into your independence. Your economic dependence is critical to that, but it is more than that. It's your practical independence. It's your ability to recognize that the foundation you have is allowing you to build your greatest safety, your personal abundance, and that the ability to be generous, to invest, to recognize that your wealth can only grow by investing it in others. So this is a wonderful time where you are repurposing the fruits of your labor in a way that is in greater alignment with the experience of who you are that's emerging through the work that you've been doing. The Fool in the 10th house is clarified by the 10 of Swords in the 11th house and the Page of Cups in the 12th house. I think it is the full moon in Gemini is going to be impacting your 11th house, and that is the house of your global associations, the invisible tribes and collectives you belong to, your humanistic efforts. The 10 of Swords is really re-emphasizing that you have let go of the rules that have abided, the conventions that have abided by the way in which people can interact over great distances, who can talk to whom, the way in which tribes have been regulated by the powers that be is no longer useful or clear to you. You are not abiding by that. In fact, I see you moving into areas that you've been specifically warned off from in your efforts to build this new thing. This is interesting to me because I see you dispensing with that conventional wisdom that says things like they're not interested in taking care of their children, or they don't usually go to college, or those are examples I'm trying to come up with about the ways in which you are applying your ability to generate resources and distribute them fairly in areas that have been prohibited to everyone, and that have been thought to be assumed to be unworkable, undevelopable, ungrowable, not to have the capacity to grow. This is an intense message that I'm getting. And partially how you're making inroads into those communities is the pure openness of your intention to help. Your compassion, your ability to open up your heart, recognize a need, and to be creative in devising solutions with others, with those that you help in order to come up with a solution. I'm going to finish off this reading, Leo, with a flora and fauna of Africa. And I have the Arabian camel. The key word is persistence, and it says, be patient and persistent in your journey. You are on the right path. Be sure to care for yourself first so that you can care for others. I'm going to leave this here, Leo. I hope this has been helpful. Until next time, Namaste.